Is there anything I can help you look for today? Okay, so you're looking for some new candle scents? Perfect. So, do you know what sort of candle scent you're looking for? Okay, so sounds to me like a little bit of everything. Okay, but you're just looking for something new. Okay, so would you like my help in finding some candles for you? Oh, absolutely, it's no bother. The shop is so lovely and quiet today, so I am more than happy to help. Perfect. Well, why don't you take a seat and we'll just find some candles for you. Perfect. So, I was actually just tidying the display because we're putting out some brand new candles from our collection. Would you like to have a look at those? Of course. Okay, let's see. So, this one's pretty popular right now. This one is dried lavender and oak. Now, this one isn't in Yankees typical packaging. This is a slightly-ish newer collection that they have. This collection tends to focus on a collection of scents rather than one specific scent profile. As you can see, this is the typical pillar candle decorated in a glass jar, and unlike their usual sticker you place on the front, this is decorated all round with beautiful pictures featuring each of the ingredients used to create this candle. So the top notes for this one are white peppercorn, lavender, and bergamot. The mid notes are divana, white flowers, and moss. Now, if you don't know what divana is, it is a herb native to India, which when steamed lets off a sweet tea-like smell. And the base notes of this one are vanilla, patchouli, and cedarwood. So a lot of beautiful scents combined together for this one. And despite there being lots of strong scents, they all complement and balance each other out perfectly. Would you like to smell this one? Absolutely. This is very popular with our customers. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? This is a grown-up lavender scent. This is very sophisticated and it oozes subtleties of all of the scents infused into it. I think the predominant scents for this one are the cedarwood, the divana, and the white flowers. And I think when those are all fused and paired together like they are, they do perfectly balance out that beautiful lavender scent. This scent, because of its sophisticated manner, is unisex. It is perfect for every room in the house, and because of those beautiful, warm, musky undertones to this one, this is perfect for every season and I believe every time of day. It captures the essence of spring and summer with those traditional lavender and flowery scents, but it is comforted by those warm, woody notes to create a nice, cozy scent for autumn and winter and the evening time. This is perfect for every room in the house because this is what I call a home smell. a smell which you don't want to smell of anything in particular, but just the smell of comfort, the smell of peace, the smell of serenity, the smell of relaxation. This captures all of those feelings you wish to evoke in your home perfectly. For that reason, I also believe that this candle is a really good aroma diffuser, and I think it just helps balance out the smell of your home perfectly. It's not overwhelming, it's not too subtle, it just creates a beautiful, delicate, and sophisticated aroma to your home. The colour of this one is absolutely gorgeous. It almost has grey undertones to the purple shade used for this one. Would you like to smell it again? Absolutely. You like this? Perfect. So this range is quite special because not only is it decorated beautifully, but you can use the top lid of this as a coaster for the candle, and it will sit nice and snug inside the lid, and some people use this as a presentation piece. This is a double wicked soy based candle, as are all of the candles from the metal top range. Soy wax tends to burn a little bit more gently, less of that black smoke coming from it. And with a double wick, if you just trim it ever so slightly on both of the wicks, this will help the wax to burn evenly, preventing any waste. Perfect. Do you like this one then? You like to take it? Perfect. This is so popular. From the very moment that we put this on our shelves, this has been very difficult to keep in stock. We do have this one in large, medium and small. This would be the small for reference if you're interested. You like this one? Okay, perfect. I will put that one to the side for you. So, would you like to have a look at any more candles, and in particular from that range? Okay, so I'll actually show you this one that I just had in my hand. This is chocolate layer cake. Now, are you a fan of food scents? It depends. I think that's a really good answer. It really does depend. Some people prefer a little bit more of a fruity pina colada scent, or they prefer something pastry, dessert based. So I think that if you happen to like the smell of chocolate cake, this one is absolutely perfect. I would say, in my humble opinion, that the chocolate layer cake by Yankee Candle is the perfect food scent in a candle. This smells delicious, but just delicious enough not to eat it, because you can still smell the distinguishable scent profile of a candle inside this one. There are many layers to it outside of it being simply chocolate cake. So this is our small pillar candle. Again, this is a soy wax, and it has this gorgeous, rich, beautiful, typical chocolate cake brown to it. This has one wick because you don't need a double wick or a triple wick even for the small jars, because this one will burn evenly for you. Immediately you're hit with those beautiful traditional chocolate oozing scents from this one, but I will bring this one to you if you're interested. So the top notes of this one are chocolate mousse pudding and cocoa. The mid notes are fruity cranberry, and the base is vanilla. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. I think that this turns those who don't like food scents into food scent lovers. This is fantastic, and I think that this one, particularly both by the colour and the size of this candle, is beautifully placed in the coaster here, and it makes for just a nice little statement piece around your home. I would highly suggest, if you're wanting to purchase this one today, buying really any of the sizes, but I would suggest the small one. When it comes to food scents, whilst this one isn't particularly overpowering, it is still a food scent at the end of the day, and it can get quite easy to get quite sick of food scents. So I would suggest this one. This gets the impression across, and the throw of this one around the room is beautiful. So with a candle that would be larger than this one, the throw I think would be almost too much for one room, and it actually might even spread into another room, which you may like or you may not like, depending on the other residents of your home. But this one is so luxurious. It's not rich, but for being chocolate cake, it is undeniably fantastic how many subtle layers are woven into the scent profile of this one. Now, as I was mentioning before, that this one is delicious but not quite enough to want to eat it, and that is because of those mid notes of fruity cranberry and base notes of vanilla. Vanilla is used as the base note for many candles, regardless of their scent profile, and it's a really grounding scent. When we think of the smell of a traditional candle, whether we like candles plentifully or we're new to them, all of us think traditionally of a good vanilla candle. And I think that is what reminds us that this is a candle at the end of the day and not a piece of chocolate cake. This is absolutely gorgeous. Because of those cranberry notes, this feels almost on the precipice of being a black forest cake. You can almost smell cherries and berries right in the middle of this one. This cake smells creamy and juicy. It's beautiful. So, what do you think of this one? You like this one? Perfect. You will not regret this purchase. This is absolutely beautiful. This is so lovely, in fact, that I think that this would work in the majority of rooms of the house, not the bathroom, but certainly the living room, bedroom, kitchen, places like that. Just because it is not overbearing, it's not a typical food smell. It's layered beautifully and subtly. Perfect. Okay, so would you like to have a look at any more candles? Okay, perfect. Well, we actually just got this one in stock this morning. This is also from the Metal Top Pillar range. This is black tea and lemon. Now this one is a little bit more of a grey tone, and it's fashioned with these beautiful decorations of lemon and herbs all around this candle. It's very charming, inviting, and because of that grey colour, it works as a beautiful statement piece in the majority of rooms of your house. This one is a really good scent to wake you up in the morning because of those lemon and tea scents infused into this one. But because this is a little bit more of an atmospheric home scent, this is perfect to create just a little bit of a cozy scent throughout your home. So I'll let you smell this one. You can smell from the lid or from the candle. I always suggest smelling from both if you can, just because the lid can give a slightly different scent to the candle itself. So we'll try the lid first. This is probably the richest candle I've shown you yet. So this has lots and lots of scents going on with it. The top notes with this one are yuzu, lemon, and pink pepper. The mid notes with this one are black sesame seeds, ginger, and lime leaves. And the base notes of this one are warm vanilla, clove, coconut, and creamy musk. So I would say that this is almost a slightly more spicy, harsher candle. It's very rich, and the scents of ginger and peppercorn really come through on this one. And I think that's good because it allows it to be a little bit more of an awakening, energizing candle for the morning time. I wouldn't suggest that this was necessarily a relaxation based scent, but it does create a home scent, atmospheric, not quite as well as the dried lavender and oak, but it fashions it in its own way. You can almost feel the sharpness of the ginger and the peppercorn in your throat from this one. That's how strong this one is when you smell it. This feels and smells like a really lemony and strong cup of tea. This isn't milky, this isn't sweet, this is a really strong, robust cup of tea scent. So, I'll let you smell this one again. What do you think of this one then? You like this one too? Perfect, okay. I will just show you it placed in the coaster. It is absolutely beautiful when it is placed in the coaster. It just sits lovely like that. And you can place this just about anywhere in your home. And I think these really beautiful subtle decorations encased all around it really create a lovely statement piece. Perfect. And would you like this candle in this size? Okay. Alright. So that's 3. Are you looking for any more candles? Okay. So let's see what we've just got back in stock. Are you familiar with Pink Sands? No? Okay. So this is actually a classic of ours. That's why I asked. This is our traditional large jar candle, and this one is called Pink Sands. This one is the traditional design, and it has this beautiful, creamy, gentle pink to it. So I'll let you smell this one. So this is certainly not as subtle as the last 3 candles that you smelt. The top, mid, and base notes of this one tend to merge into one. There's not a lot of transition scents with this one. But if you like that particular scent, you're going to get it for as long as you burn it. So, Pink Sands top notes are citrus, melon, and berry. The mid note is osmanthus. Now, osmanthus is a species of flowering plant, mostly native to Eastern Asia. A lot of people describe the smell of this plant to be fruity, like peaches. And the base note of this one is spicy vanilla, musk, and woody notes. So, this one is the epitome of summer and relaxation. This is the smell of laying on the beach, smelling beautiful tropical fruits. It's just a really, really ocean and beach-based scent. It's incredibly rich and luxurious, and the throw of this one is going to be quite strong. So you're going to want to take that into consideration when you burn this one. This is very strong, almost bitter, and extremely sharp. I would say that the predominant notes of this one tend to be the musk, the spicy vanilla, and probably the osmanthus. What do you think of this one? You like this one? Perfect. So I would say that if you really like this scent, this is probably most suited for daytime or nighttime, and the living room or the bedroom, I would say. But because it does have those almost airy, refreshing, rich ocean tones to it, this actually might be good for the bathroom too. Yeah. And also, it's a very, very pretty colour. So you'll be taking this one? Perfect. Okay, so would you like to have a look at any more candles? Perfect. So let's see. Now I do have a couple more beachy scents, if that's something you're looking for today. Okay, so let's see, let's try this one. So this one is Summer Storm. This is one of our most beautifully coloured candles that we have. This is almost like a burnt red. This is not as old as Pink Suns, but certainly a classic in its own right also. So, Summer Storm is almost like the combination of a storm and a forest, perfectly infused together. This one is much more sophisticated and subtle than Pink Sands. Whilst I would say that this scent is unisex, I would say that this would make for an absolutely lovely gift for those who prefer male presenting scents. This does smell refreshing, slightly minty, cool, and almost like just a really beautiful cologne. So the top notes of this one are citrus, ozonic, and rosemary. The mid notes on this one are eucalyptus oil, and the base is patchouli. Now a lot of those scents are very much enjoyed by people who like male presenting fragrances, and I think that this one is just absolutely stunning. This is very similar to a lot of other candles that we have. One of note would be Midsummer's Night. This one has just a slight bit more of a refreshing tone to it, and that is because of the coolness of the eucalyptus oil coming through on this one. This is stunning. This really is the combination of a storm in a forest. You breathe in the beautiful air going around the forest, and you're really bringing in all the scents of the trees, the plants, and the fresh weather that just passes by. Yankee Candle is wonderful at capturing scents of moments, memories, and very specific atmospheres. Ozonic is a very classic fragrance used when making male presenting fragrances, and it really does work for atmospheric candles such as Summer Storm. So for the scent profile of this one, I think that this one personally works for the end of summer, autumn, and because of those cool, refreshing notes, I think that this works for winter too. I would say that this candle is for those who they want an autumn scent that isn't apples, pumpkins, leaves, and those typical autumnal scents. This creates a very sophisticated smell for your home, whilst also capturing cold nights and autumn days. This is just beautiful to get that lovely impression across. This candle makes you feel like it is very cold outside, and this just makes you feel lovely and cozy. You like this one? Perfect. This has a beautifully refreshing scent to it. And I would say for the scent profile of this one would probably most likely work in your bathroom, living room, or your bedroom. Yeah, this one's great. I would place this one right in the middle of your living room, on your coffee table, side table, or wherever you place your candles. And I think the throw of this one down your hallways and whatnot is going to be absolutely beautiful. Perfect. Okay, so are you looking for any more candles today? One more? Okay. Okay, let's make it a good one. What about this one? So, colour-wise, this is certainly quite different from the candles that you picked up already. You've had a lot of moody tones and one pink candle, but this one is this beautiful deep blue. So this is another classic of ours. This is Turquoise Sky. This is a beautiful, calming, fresh fragrance, and this is really going to remind you of fresh ocean air. Do you want to smell this one? This is extremely flowery, very strong. It almost reminds me of fresh linens and beautiful blossoming flowers. So, the top notes for this one are aquatic notes and lotus flower. The mid notes are white lily, freesia, and seagrass. And the base is musk and soft wood. So, this smell is definitely for those who like the smell of flowers. That is non-negotiable with this candle. Atmospherically, this one is best for, I would say, the morning, early hours of the day, summertime, and when the weather's really pretty outside. Just because, again, this is an extremely strong floral scent. This is not for those who like the smell of flowers. This is one of our richest scents that incorporates those lovely smells of summer. But this will bring you right to the ocean and right to the beach. This one complements the sense of fresh ocean air because once you engulf a big breath of this, it feels cooling and refreshing. Not tingly like eucalyptus oil, but just like you're just sniffing on a bed of flowers. And this one is really, while strong, very, very calming if you like this smell. So, what do you think of this one? It's nice, isn't it? It has this beautiful deep blue, and I think that's just absolutely stunning. So, what do you think of this one? You like this one? Perfect. And will you be taking this? Excellent. It just has a beautiful, refreshing scent. If we compare the scents for a moment, this being Turquoise Sky, and this being Pink Sands, they both make you feel like you're at the beach, but in a different way. Pink Sands is a little bit more creamy, sweet, and fruity. And Turquoise Sky makes you feel like you're at a tropical beach surrounded by beautiful flowers. But with one, you have to really like creamy fruit, and with the other, you really have to like flowers. I would say that Turquoise Sky is absolutely beautiful for springtime, especially right at the beginning of spring where everything is beginning to blossom. Every time I smell Turquoise Sky, I always think to myself how much it just smells like a really nice fresh basket of laundry. I think this smell could also be compared to your traditional fresh linen smell. Fresh linen candles also typically use freesia and jasmine to make the candles smell like fresh linens. And then comparing that to Summer Storm, the Summer Storm feels a little bit more earthy, herbal, rocky, more focused on the forest part of a summer rather than the beach. What the rain would do to a soaked forest. And it's just beautiful for that reason. It's a lot more subtle. The scent profile isn't specifically distinguishable with Summer Storm, yet Turquoise Sky and Pink Sands are. So I think that these are very different in their own right. And these are perfect all for summer. And again, it just depends upon the mood that you want to make for your home at that particular time. So it looks like you have 6 candles. You have the black tea and lemon, the chocolate layer cake, the dried lavender and oak, the turquoise sky, pink sands, and summer storm. So would you like to have a look at any more candles today? No? Okay. Well, I think you've picked up an absolutely lovely range of candles, and I really hope that you enjoy them. So you can now feel free to bring these candles to the front and the cashier will help you. Thank you so much for shopping with us, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Goodbye.